Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Riddler 3 replay. Spawn on the bottom right side as the Magenta Empire, we have SaLeeN99. Spawning as the Red Empire, we have IsMail. Spawn on top right side as the Blue Allies, we have KingKonG. On the left side as the Orange Empire, we have TheWhistler. Spawning as the left side as the Green Soviets, we have BoDOM. And spawning as the Cyan Empire, we have Spokess. So we got one empire, Soviet, two empires versus allies, empire. So one allies, one Soviet, rest are empire. We got a doggy out at sea. That's a sea dog. Fun fact: dogfish do not bark, while catfish can bark. Trust me, I know. I used to go fishing with my dad when growing up. We've got Dojo cores passing each other. He does put a wall segment there to prevent him from crushing the engineer, who's on his way out. He may have paused it for a moment. Tank Buster on the field as well. He's gone for a Tank Buster. Oh, and that one's actually hold down and does take out that Dojo core. Very, very nice. Over here, we got Magenta has another Dojo core here. He may be trying to climb this oil derrick. Yogi's still at sea. And we do have a bear advancing. Getting some damage on this war bear as well. And there's another doggy out at sea. Red's pushing forward with his own instant dojo, which are more instant than instant noodles. Instant dojo right here being deployed on out. We do got the Imperial Warriors and a single Tank Buster trying to deal with it. There's a decent amount of damage output there. He can't deploy out a wall segment there to try to body block it. And not enough time to deploy out Engineer, so he does lose it. Could have sold it off for a free Imperial Warrior. And we got a single Mecha Tengu now cleaning up these bears. They're being quite unbearable for him. Now we got this Dojo core advancing forward. Hopefully has honorable discharge. He does have honorable discharge, just didn't really get micro to get a kill on Imperial Warrior. We got a hammer tank and a Imperial and an instant dojo here as well. He's going for something likely for an engineer, and there's no opening there for the Terror Drone to eat the engineer. And there we go, captures up. He could sell it off for a bit of a cash rebate. He may have gunned down that Terror Drone. Mecha Tengu and the Ore Collector now engaging at close range. He's trying to get some repairs there. And the audible discharge does take out the Ore Collector. Takes out the Riptide. I think there was something inside that. I heard something like a sound that sounded like there was maybe something in there. And does try to pursue that Mecha Tengu. Does take out the Mecha Tengu. And kamikazes into the MCV. Peacekeepers advancing forward, cleans up that Imperial Warrior, and down south I see. Okay, that's a red teammate's Jet Tengus. Up here, Orange has got plenty of Mecha Tengus. We do got a handful of Apollos here, as well as a multi-gun turret. Let's drop on the far side, try to coax him off, try to force him out. Does have to be careful with the multi-gun turret. Now you can withdraw and get some repairs. Looks like Blue's going to receive some harassment now. There's a bit of opening there, and we got the multi-gun turret now firing up, getting a couple of volleys onto these Mecha Tank or Jet Tengus. And does get the kill there on that engineer as well. And looks like the Magenta's been also annoying. He does pull up some transport. Getting a kill there would be very nice. He's trying to dive on in, gets 3 of the Pinklets there, and the nice Terror Drone prevents that Sun Transport from escaping as well. Oh wait, that was his team. Enemies, strong players, Terror Drone. I don't know why it looked like he got the snare onto the Southern Transport, but my mistake. Looks like the Ore Collector does manage to escape on out there. We've got this Ore Collector here who's been pulled off the line over here. And he does manage to kill off that Ore Collector, and the Terror Drone will help him, allow him to clean up these Mecha Tengus. We got another Mecha Tengu going on down. Got a decent hit there on the Ore Collector. There is this Mecha Bay here. I'm not sure it's close enough for repairs. Seeing those ladybugs going forward. He does get like a tick or two of repairs, which will be enough. This ore refinery does in fact go down. Magenta Suez claimed this one. And these Mega Tangos being also problematic. Heroic Imperial Warrior on the ground. And we got some Striker VXs over the sea getting picked off by these Jet Tengus. 2 of them goes down. This one managed to transform in time. Air drone here as well. And looks like the Hammer Tank does pick himself up a chain gun. Apollo's in their region. Hammer Tank's trying to shoot these Peacekeepers. Let's get a crush there. This one does get gunned down. Crowd cop in the mix, but a single Bullfrog will dissuade him. And a Flak Trooper is also there as well. Over here, we do got a multi-gun turret from his teammate. Got a wounded Jet Tengu here. And it looks like all Science Jet Tengus do go down, barring a couple. One of them severely wounded. It looks like Blue is out of power right now. We do now have a Assault Destroyer on the field. I'm not sure where the MCV may have went. Oh, there's the MCV, shrunken down. Rain is just trying to keep Cyan alive. Cyan, where's Cyan's MCV? Cyan may be dead in the water. I see no Prospectors, no MCV. That's an Imperial Warrior. Let's switch over to Cyan. That's somebody on the right side. Note this is a Soviet player.
VX.
Let's take a quick look. Spokess.
All systems green.
He's selling off the structures. He's probably going for a Prospector. Cyan needs to be on defense for the time being. His teammates deploying out some turrets for him. Very nice. The Cyan's pretty much dead in the water. I have no idea where the MCV went. Losing that is a huge problem. And Red has a King Oni here. The King Oni will take a bit of time to get it repaired on up. And Red is going for a Psionic Decimator. Something this early? That is really, really rare.
Give us a good day.
Tsunami Tank's advancing forward. Does get... Oh! An excellent crush run there. That Tsunami Tank's now fully heroic. And now this boot camp is under siege. Another Javelin Troop there. He needs to go and crush it as well. He's not crushing those Javelin Troops, which is very important. Riptide's receiving quite a bit of fire. He could have easily crushed those units. He could have put a guy on a patrol move in order to continuously crush. Got a couple Striker VXs getting some rounds onto that Prowl Copter. And does take it out as well. Riptide's getting ripped apart. Does charge him forward with the Elite one. There's a multi-gun turret in the mix as well. Multi-gunner IFE does go down. Green's base for up a lot of forces. Where is that Psionic Decimator? Way up north. That is relatively exposed. He could have plugged it into his teammate's base back there. Maybe he wants to use that as also bait. King Oni has been deployed on out. He needs to go for a Bull Rush. Does get a Bull Rush on a Bullfrog. He gets another kill there on a Hammer Tank. This Hammer Tank has gotten head, so that's how we get head. King Oni now Elite, and it's going to be his last King Oni for a bit of time, because he does have to rebuild up another... Oh, Tesla Trooper there. Tesla Trooper in the middle of a backflip, but does get stunned right there as well. He does have a Leech Beam there. The Leech Beam's on the one that already had a head there. That was a poor mistake. He could have done that heroic one. Red is receiving quite a bit of fire. Red does have a pair of Prospectors left, and he still has the MCV as well, so Red is far from being down the water. He's focused on getting more power up, because he may lose it quite soon. He wants to keep that Psionic Decimator counting down. That is a super weapon. You want to use it as a super weapon. Blue's not pushing forward. We got some Assault Destroyers here. This one's not gone on the land, and does manage to crush that Tsunami Tank. That was... I'm not sure if he did actually get a crush. There may be an angle there where it may have the C animation on, but still get crushed by lanyards if it was angled correctly, which that may have been the case. He needs to get these... Okay, he's using Black Hole Armor to save his MCV. I would say that MCV needs to get closer to the naval yard to get repairs. He only has the multi-gun turret here. Got some Javelin Troops out on land. Needs to make sure this MCV gets over here. He needs repairs. He needs to deploy out boot camp and get out an engineer. More tsunami tanks charging forward. Use black hole armor. The black hole armor should be on continuously just to absorb fire, and the black hole armor needs to be close enough to the naval dockyard to get continuous repairs as well onto it. And he does lose the MCV. Couldn't save time. I say he really did poor micro there because he needed to get close to the naval yard just to get some free repairs. It would definitely help out the MCV's health. And I think those tsunami tanks were charging forward for honorable discharges. That may have been what he's doing. So maybe the correct answer was for hold fire state on his own units. Which is sort of a stupid thing to say, and not really a common thing to do, but in that particular case, I think that was the best course of action. A lot of these hammer tanks are heroic. In fact, 5 out of 6 are fully heroic, while 1 is just veteran. This is an elite squad of hammer tanks. Sonic Decimator is still counting down. Red is maybe dead in the water as well. Trying to use honorable discharge there. He may lose 1. Does not lose 1. I see this oil refinery here. How much? He maybe not have enough credits to pull out a prospector, or ore collector, I should say. And they're not Soviets, well, so he can't use teammates' crusher crane. That other hammer tank is now elite. And it's going to be start cleaning up this space as well. This is elite force, or heroic force, really. Okay, so the power plant put into low power state, and now this refinery location is going to be cleaned on up. Sign has been forced out of the game. Red, let's take a quick look at Red. IsMail. Wait. Okay, no, he has only 11,000 credits. He does have a prospector there. He may want to go for another refinery, either here or here. Might as well get some more income. There's not much he can do to provide some field presence. He can rely on his teammates for the time being. Going for some income now may be more beneficial.
Construction vehicle at your service.
Got tsunami tanks advancing forward. The heroic force is still not fully heroic, just 1 guy elite. And we've got the KingKonG and the tsunami tanks and jet tangus now pushing the way forward. Red can support spend time to micro his individual units now, like getting this Imperial Warrior up into the force as well. Not like much a single Imperial Warrior can do, but versus these flag troops wouldn't be half bad. KingKonG could do a bull charge on heroic tsunami tank there. Does utilize the Emperor's Wrath. Getting some good damage there as well. Not getting kill shots, but getting enough, not over damaging them either. Good hits there. He's about to take. Nope. And now that KingKonG is now fully heroic. Excellent. There is a Tesla trooper there, which is going to pose a bit of a problem. He can't bull rush. If he does a bull rush, he needs to make sure it is not being grabbed or no stun there. He could use a single Imperial Warrior to clean up these Tesla troopers. Wave Force Artillery getting some great hits there, getting fully heroic. Sees his force there, does take out that Tesla trooper thinks nearby Mecha Tengu of his. Getting some great hits there as well. Looks like these forces does get overran. Does use a War Bear. He does use gets himself a free Wave Force Artillery cannon on an unbetter one. And does get a pair of kills there of the KingKonG. He needs to focus on the Wave Force Artillery piece. Tsunami takes tank busters now push way forward. And he does use the Wave Force Artillery piece there to get the crushes. This heroic KingKonG still advancing forward. Now it looks like a Tesla cavalry being deployed on the back line. This is not. Silent Decimator is down to 15 seconds, or now 15 seconds. We got another Tesla trooper here. Does use a point defense drone. He has to be very careful of that Tesla trooper. He's trying to stutter step away. He could do a bull rush and does lose it, and the Tesla trooper is now fully heroic. Let's see now. He has a little bit more credits. He does pull out another ore refinery. Very nice. And going for a 3rd ore refinery. Hopefully this one out that's out at sea. Blue has not rebuilt over here, nor has a prospect in the region. Got more KingKonGs advancing forward. The elite one is severely wounded. Now got some aircraft forces. It's going to charge him forward. It does lose it and does get a fully heroic hammer tank there with a head. And the other one does get grabbed as well. Can use leech beam on that one. Magenta does have a good force and has a good amount of economy as well. 4 refineries, and they're all still refining. No depleted ones just yet. And SaLeeN's being aggressive out at sea, has a good number of weapon jammers, which he can make the Riptides, of course, punch up well above their weight. Does use a full charge there and fails. Oh, and fails again. Magenta's gone for his own silent decimator, and now Green is advancing forward of his tanks. And the Swarm tanks are being jammed. You can just make sure he jams individually, but looks like he did not in time. A handful of Riptides, one of them fully heroic. The fully heroic one's down. Now I got heroic Tsunami tank. And he has to use an effect there. Sells off his what's it called? His own MCV. Got a nice collateral shot there, getting a double kill, was severely wounding their ore refinery. There goes the ore refinery, does have some escort force as well. Red's, oh, he's low in power. He needs power, an instant generator as soon as possible. Having, silent decimator go down without firing would be severely problematic. Red has gone, back out of the game, which does grant him a power plant from his teammate. Blue's basically been knocked out of the game. This could have been a great time for Silent Decimator, but needs to make sure he uses it before it goes down. Does use the power plant, but does still is up in power. Just use it anywhere. In fact, using it right there wouldn't be half bad because it potentially allows him to get another Silent Decimation. And there goes Silent Decimator. Magenta's going down as well, and looks like this base got nailed by, and I think a lot of the structures went down, including the ore refinery core. Sleeper Ambush takes the other Silent Decimator as well. Team right side has lost both the Silent Decimator. Orange is crippled, has 1 prospector. Note, make that 2 prospectors. And this region up here is being cleaned on up. Red is slowly getting back in the game. And Magenta's leads the way a little bit. Here comes the Wave Force Artillery. It does get a shot there on that hammer tank. Does get 1 crush there, cleans it up. We got a crusher carrying here, as well as we've got a good amount of infantry support here as well, and we've got the Emperor's Rage. Sentry Gun will go and do some good damage there. Sickle charging forward, gets a nice knockback there as well, but does get focused down by the tank busters. Sentry Gun will pose a severe issue to these infantry forces, but does get sniped there by the Wave Force Artillery. Not really targeting right there, trying to avoid the Chopper VXs, has no anti-aircraft escorts. Red's still getting back to the game. He has 3 refineries at the moment. He does have a Mecha Bay, now pulling out some Mecha Tengus, which Jet Tengus wouldn't be half bad right now. Purple is lacking anti-aircraft right now. Get some good damage there. Wave Force Artillery finds a shot. It is severely wounded. And now we've got the Imperial Warrior making his advance, trying to get some shots off there. Good number of forces here as well. And here comes the Desolate Airstrike. Does avoid these guys and does save, nope, does lose that Jet Tengu. Orange trying to rebuild his infrastructure. And it looks like Red does find a good engagement here. Those a little bit equal trade. Nope, got more upgrade here as well. Magenta's gone for another Wave Force or a Psionic Decimator. Green base is still continuously on siege. Got another shot there. Green is losing a lot of infrastructure. Stuff's going down. Looks like Green's backed out of the game, just leaving Orange. And Orange backed out of the game as well. It's Anna Gray saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.